Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gachiakuta. So our main character, Rudo, really loves trash, right? So much in fact that he goes into unclassified areas, risks being shot at, all for a stuffed animal. Now, I would be mad, but we need more garbage men and less people trying to cover anime to make a career out of it. So luckily for Rudo, these guys have the worst aim I've ever seen and he makes it out unscathed. Okay, kinda unscathed. And you would think for a person who could dodge bullets point blank, he would be buffed against bullying. But that superhero stuff don't help you roast people. So as bro's fixing up this haul of garbage, these three kids pull up like, God damn, what is that smell? And the only reason they mad at dude right now is because he's talking to the girl that they want. So while they're playing like Hall of Fame defense on the nigga, they overstep one little boundary. And all bro do is just look at him. And we see three people turn to the most scariest niggas in history. Now let's get into Chiwa. Chiwa. Udo's only friend and crush. As we go deeper in Gachiakuta, you will see all types of trash that you shouldn't. And then there's Chiwa, the worst of them all. You see, Rudo only has two people he cares about. Chiwa, the girl who always had his back, the one he wants to smooch, and a foster father who acts like every old head at a function.
Oh, that guy's not for sale. He's special. Real slick kid.
So, you know, one day Rudo's chatting up with his crush, and then she drops the love bomb on him. And this got my boy all tongue-tied, real smitten type shit. I don't trust her. I don't trust any bitch with the young boy needs. So he rushes home to tell dad. What a wholesome moment, ruined by someone stabbing him. That's not cool. But Rudo can dodge bullets, so handling this guy should be a piece of cake. He got his ass whooped. But it seems like his dad is still breathing. If he doesn't try to give us a speech, he can control his breathing, might be able to save this world. I've seen this before. He's definitely getting blamed for this. Don't move. Aren't you supposed to say that after you shoot? Whatever. So now Rudo is being sent into the pit. But crime he didn't commit. And he's looking at all these hating ass niggas in the crowd. And then he spots Chiwa. And as he's telling her he didn't do it, she's like, I thought you were good, but you're a killer. Bitch. Have you ever heard of innocent till proven guilty? And since this was made by a woman, this confirms the gospel. Never put your trust in a woman. You know, unless it's your mom, sister, friends, family, beautiful YouTube viewers, girlfriend, wife, mistress. That should spare me a couple days. And then they send his ass to the pit. Now, if you imagine the pit being a wasteland full of trash, well, congratulations, you would be correct. But no one could predict it, demonic trash monsters. What they've been dumping in this bitch, Chemical X. And if that wasn't bad enough, the musk is so bad down here, if you don't have a gas mask, you will die in 15 minutes. So his odds ain't looking too good. But then we hear something in the distance. The drums of plot armor and revenge. Like I've never seen a main character get glowing interactables. So Rudo grabs this pole, starts praying to the plot gods, and backhands one of the trash beasts, smacking him so hard that a piece of him flies off and hits this random nigga ore farming on a pile of trash. Okay, Barry Bonds. So bro is going straight to work. For somebody that doesn't know he has any type of power to just be swinging on monsters like this is a straight crash out. Never mind. But we all know the plot gods wait to the last minute. So just as he's about to get sandwiched, he cuts one of their hands off, then cuts another one in half, and starts looking at us like, wait for it. Explosion. Cool ass. But like Madara said, what about the second one? So that attack knocks him near the dude holding the umbrella. And his fit is hard and not at the same time. Like that umbrella really brings it all together. It really do just be the accessories. So fuck that house. Get that chain. Get that car. Live in that bitch if you got to. Always upgrade the drip. The bro saves him. Kinda. He kicks him. He didn't have to do that to put the mask on. So as Rudo is trying to get answers, Umbrella God's telling him, shut up. But Rudo is a Bakugo variant, and getting them to shut up is damn near impossible. And if you didn't guess it, the monsters react to sound. But luckily for him, he ran into a guy that can transform his umbrella to a drill. Then bro rips the trash beast to shreds. Now that's a sexy kill. Spawns a crowd, and if we count the heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 guys versus one nigga. So bro immediately gets into stance. One shot's the first one, then one shot's the second one, then the third one, hits the fourth one, flies up, and starts flowing down like Mary Poppins fuck-a-mo. So one of the trash beasts starts to think it's a Naruto and shoots out a Biju Dama. But bro just gets rid of it, uses his head as a springboard, gives his umbrella a Mario mushroom, and splits his Mata wide open. Look at that goddamn posy stuff. The bro takes the mask off and is like, the name's Engine. I'm just a humble cleaner. My favorite guy already. So Rudo passes out from all that stank and whatnot and wakes up getting dragged. Now that might be the worst day ever. Well, he's got competition. No, we're not done yet. So bro won't shut up trying to learn what this place is, which is understandable seeing what he just witnessed. But Engine didn't think so.
If you're that desperate for an education, fine. I'll show you the kind of place the ground is.
He thought he should experience it firsthand. So he leaves Rudo chained up, and these guys pull up like, "You're a real spirit?" Right? They discovered a shiny Pokemon. And they're like, "Oh, sorry. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable. Let me help you out." And what that help looks like is being chained up in the back of a truck. I guess you can't trust niggas either. So they're going to sell Rudo to get some bread, and their reasoning is kind of understandable. I mean, all they know is that the people up there dump chemical X every day, creating these freaky beasts, trash making this nasty musk. So then bro starts feeding him this nasty, I don't even know what to make out of it. I see an eggshell, and that makes me want to puke just looking at it. And then this is when I realized Rudo isn't just a Bakugo variant. He's some new type of fucked up. As bro is force feeding him that bullshit, he bites the skin off his fingers and then starts eating it. They got the wrong spirit. This man was born in the slums. Then bro breaks out his chains, then he starts locking in. They get the chains away from him. He grabs the wheel, turns it into this monstrosity, and bashes his face in. Then we go over to Engine, watching this whole thing go down with a smile on his face. So you didn't want to step in when they was feeding him that bullshit. Okay. So as Rudo goes for the kill, Engine steps in finally like, "Easy now, boy. You made your point." And he offers him a deal. He'll tell him everything he knows. In exchange, he's got to join the cleaners. So what are the cleaners? Cleaners are essentially the garbage men of the world, and they clean up the trash in the area. And unless they're making $100 an hour, you gotta be a fucked up person to want to do this job. So this is Zanka. You see, Engine wants Rudo to have a full understanding of his power, so he asked Zanka to teach him. But he kind of forgot to tell him who Zanka was or what he looked like. So when he was chasing his cat, you know, to get his money back, he may have accidentally took Zanka's weapon. And I gotta say this, you're supposed to be one of the strongest cleaners they got, right? And you get your weapon snatched out your own hands, cause you eating candy on the job. Okay. So he finds Rudo and is like, "Give me my shit back, or I'll make you give it back, bro. Hey, this is my bag, and it belongs to me." But without hesitation, bro takes his stick back and starts getting freaky, giving that John a big whiff. What a freaky frog. So Bro's like, "You ain't about to just take my weapon without catching fate." It starts locking in, and I'm not even mad at him. If somebody I don't know take my stuff, he's getting touched. So Rudo, being a Bakugo variant he is, knows how to only respond with violence with more violence. But then we get a flashback, and it's him talking to Recto, and he's like, instead of responding with hate, try meeting them where they're at and just be the bigger person. So bro tries it out, and surprisingly it worked. This is why we need more father figures in the world. It'll be less crash outs and less violence, unless you're kind of chopped, because when bro tried to add a smile in, he immediately pissed bro off. And I get it, you could kind of use that pick in a scary indie video game. So Rudo grabs a random stick and starts turning it into his vital weapon. And you know, when he finally gets a grasp of what he can do, it's gonna be glorious, because the side character is already glazing him. So they start getting serious, and Rudo is getting pushed back. Keep up. Your vital instrument is doing all the work, and it's barely holding up against a stick. And I know a petty nigga when I see one. So Rudo swings at him, weaves, and then bro whacks him on the ground. This wasn't even close. Then bro starts to smell a stinky smell in the air. And no, it wasn't because they live in a trash area and no one has probably showered in days. He has poop on his face. You see, Rudo grabbed a plunger to use as his vital instrument. And it's kind of hard to fight a guy that's just flinging poop everywhere. And as Zanka's trying to tell him what he grabbed, he's just flinging feces everywhere. And with this poop buff, Rudo wins this fight. So then Engine picks them up and takes them to Cleaner HQ. And I can't lie to you, cleaners need to rework their recruitment services, because in the first half of Rudo meeting them, they had him get kidnapped, watched him get force-fed crap, then he had to fight a nigga who's supposed to be on his team but just won't listen to reason. But what if I tell you after all that, he gets a car ride to HQ with a girl playing in his hair? And what if I told you he got to meet this fine black queen piercing through his hole? I guess it don't sound too bad now. So Rudo gets his first training day, and he's supposed to watch how cleaners operate, right? So this little trash beast deer pops up, smacking his little dumb head against the barricade. Adorable. And his boys pull up. And okay, it's cute, you know, they couldn't get past the barricade if they wanted to. Then one of them gets stomped on. Now I'm getting a little worried, but this girl's calm demeanor and her nonchalance just makes me feel cool. Oh fuck. But honestly, she wasn't that phased. She pulls out her vital instrument, a pair of scissors, and I think I found my real favorite character. So she throws her scissors in the air and they transform into these gigantic pair of scissors. But she's not basically like that girl from A Comic Got Killed. She's unique. She's unique to the fact that instead of holding these big ass scissors with her hands, she uses her feet like she's Sanji. And I can say I have never seen someone hit a 360, cut off 5 heads, and close a pair of scissors using only one leg. She's tough. Then she starts gliding on the scissors, gets a quad kill, tosses the scissors to the other foot, and then wrecks the remaining trash beasts. And then we start to see the side people she's with aren't just stealing clock. They can also fight too. Their jobs are to disable the trash beasts and send them her way, because you know vital instruments are the only way to kill them. So as they finish up the little guy, she starts going after the big one, and she is carving this man up, but he just won't go down. There's only one thing they can do: cut his dreads. So she starts by giving him a lineup. Then she hops on his head and starts spinning like Sanji, cutting bro's luscious locks. But bro got the chia extensions and brings his dreads right back. Eventually, Rio finally found his weak spot and jams the scissors straight through his head. And with that, our first real cleaner job has been completed.